Grades don't predict wealth, and neither does income. The psychology of money habits shows something surprising. The most financially successful people have 5 habits that most high IQ people never develop. And not one of them is about stocks, budgets, or interest rates. These aren't knowledge habits, they're brain patterns. Things your brain does automatically when it's been trained. This is what separates people who build wealth from people who just earn money. I call this behavioral financial IQ. It's not what you know about money, it's what your brain does with money before you even think about it. 5 trained patterns. Each one builds on the last. In the next 5 minutes, I'll walk you through all 5. And the first one is the most counterintuitive. A bad day becomes a $120 dinner. A stressful week becomes shoes you don't need. A fight with your partner becomes a cart full of things you'll forget about by Thursday. Most people think the problem is the spending. It's not. The problem is the emotion that triggered it. UCLA neuroscientists discovered something surprising. Simply naming what you feel, saying "I'm stressed," physically reduces the impulse to spend. Your urge literally weakens when you label it. Wealthy people don't have fewer emotions. They've trained themselves to name the feeling before reaching for the wallet. That pause between emotion and transaction, that's habit 1. And it feeds directly into habit 2. Every financial decision costs your brain energy: what to save, how much, where to put it, when to invest. Each one drains you. By the end of the month, your decision-making brain is running on empty. And that's when impulse wins. The wealthiest people solve this by removing themselves from the equation. There's a Nobel Prize-winning theory behind this. It's called nudge theory. The finding is simple. Automated savers outperform manual savers regardless of financial knowledge. Someone who automates just $200 a month ends up with hundreds of thousands more than someone who tries to save manually. Same income, same knowledge, different system. The habit isn't discipline, it's design. Set the system once and let it run. That frees up bandwidth for habit 3. Here's the one that sounds too simple to matter. If you can't explain your financial strategy in one sentence, you don't have a strategy. You have a negotiation. I save 20% and invest the rest in index funds. That's a plan. Everything else is your brain bargaining with itself every month. Complexity is the enemy. The more rules your financial plan has, the more mental energy it costs, and the more room your brain has to rationalize exceptions. Simplicity removes the negotiation. Try it right now. Can you say your financial plan in one sentence? If not, that's the gap. And that gap connects to habit 4. This next habit is the one most financial psychologists say is the hardest to install and the most valuable. You overspent this month. Most people's response? I'm bad with money. That sentence does more financial damage than the spending itself. Psychologists call it self-distancing. When you say, I failed, your brain encodes it as identity. When you say, that strategy didn't work, your brain encodes it as information. Same event, completely different financial trajectory. Research shows that this simple word swap, separating yourself from the outcome, measurably improves your next decision. Wealthy people don't have fewer financial mistakes. They process them differently. Mistakes are data, not confessions. And that mindset is what makes habit 5 possible. This is the deepest one. UCLA researchers showed people photos of their own face, aged to 65 with wrinkles and gray hair. And when that future self became real instead of abstract, they saved 30% more. Most people's brains treat their 65-year-old self as a stranger. If that's you, if retirement feels like someone else's problem, hit subscribe. Because that disconnect is exactly what we break down here. Saving for retirement feels like giving money to someone you've never met. But when your brain recognizes that person as yourself, saving stops feeling like sacrifice and starts feeling like self-care. This habit closes the loop. Every single habit in this list connects back to the one before it, and forward to the one after. That's not a coincidence. That's how trained patterns work. None of these require more money. None require more knowledge. All 5 are trainable. The loop runs itself once the patterns connect. Labeling enables automation. Automation needs simplicity. Simplicity supports the pause. The pause creates space for the long view. The difference between the wealthy and the broke isn't income. It's which patterns their brain runs automatically. And every pattern in this list can be installed. Next time you catch yourself doing one of these, naming the emotion, letting the system run, treating a loss as data, pause and notice it. That moment of recognition, that is behavioral financial IQ. You just scored a point. This is cashpsyche. Every video in this series trains a different part of your financial brain. Start with video 1 if you're new. They build on each other. Your brain is trainable. Let's train it.